Hello, welcome to BERWICK Mitsubishi. My name is Bailey and today I'm going to be walking you around the Eclipse Cross LS Edition. Before I get started talking about the car, I want to mention one thing, which is our Diamond Advantage. Our Diamond Advantage includes three things, which is our 10 years of cap price servicing, which is capped at 150,000 kilometers, our 10 years warranty, which is capped at 200,000 kilometers, and also 4 years of additional roadside assistance. This is one of many benefits of buying a Mitsubishi here in Australia. Now, starting with the car, underneath the bonnet here, we have a 1.5 litre turbo that gives you a range of 7.3 litres for every 100 kilometres. Now, a lot of people, when they're looking at cars, is safety and style. The Eclipse Cross has an aggressive front look with a nice blacked out grille and a black undergarnish here, as well as the chrome Mitsubishi badge and the chrome around the lights to give it that really nice pop, especially with our titanium colour here. Now, included in the lights, they are actually LED, as well as automatic with automatic high beams, and also an additional safety feature is your automatic rain sensing wipers, which just helps keeping everything automatic so you don't have to distract yourself while driving. Now, if you follow me along the side of the car here, I'm going to mention just a few things, starting with our 18-inch two-tone alloy wheels, which look very nice, giving again that same contrast that you do find with the black and chrome in the front. Moving along to the mirror here, you do see the integrated indicators alongside the mirror, which helps you give just a little bit more road presence for the people behind you and also next to you, especially at night time. On the mirror, you do also have your blind spot warning, which means if somebody's 20 meters in your blind spot, this little symbol here will actually glow orange. And if you start to indicate, it's going to start flashing red to alert you to not move over. Now, if we jump into the side of the car here, you do see a few things, such as this carbon that you will find it throughout all the doors on this Mitsubishi, as well as just in here, you do have a lot of storage space for anything that you do need to keep, as well as an airbag just here, and also one more just here. A lot of safety features included in this vehicle. Same with the vents, and also just in the mirror here, you do have a light, just in case if you're ever needing to fix your makeup or anything during night time. Now, I'll jump out of the car here, and we'll move into the back seat, which again has quite a lot of space. As you can see here, the airbag, which is a little easier to see. Now, you do have a pocket, the same carbon finish that you did see on the front door as well. And in addition, you do have two charging ports that are just here to make it very easy for your passengers, partners, dogs, anything that uses a device to charge while in the back. Now, we'll jump around to the boot here, but as we're going along, you do see huge tail lights as well as the red bar up there, and also two of the red same markers on the bottom, just to give you that very nice road presence and just to help with that safety. Included in helping with the safety is your 4 rear sensors that are color matched, and that's going to help you with parking and also to know if somebody's too close to you or anything like that. As well as helping with parking, you do get a rear camera just under there, and if we pop open the boot here, you do see that you do get a lot of space here as well. You also do get a cargo blind, which is going to help you keep all of your stuff either hidden, or if you do have anything that's very hot or very cold, it's going to help trap all this heat in, or the cold, and just saves anything that might melt, might keep it fresher just for a little bit longer. Underneath here, you do have your spare tire as well as all the tools necessary that you may need in case of an emergency. Now, you also have a very handy handle just here, which you can just drag straight down and your boot will close nice and easy. With the Eclipse Cross, you do get a nice chrome Eclipse Cross badge, as well as the Mitsubishi logo in chrome there as well. Now, moving along, back to that style that we said earlier, you see that the tail lights do wrap around as well as go all the way up, connecting almost to the front rear spoiler just up here, which gives the car such a nice look, especially from a side view. Now, moving into the passenger seat, I'm just going to mention a few things. We'll jump in here quickly. You don't get a pocket on the driver's side, but you still get the same chrome carbon finish on the door here, as well as, if the cameraman can come here, seeing the cup holders just in the back here, as well as the same handle just on the side here, which helps it getting out a lot easier. Now, moving on to the driver's side, you do have this little black dot on both the driver's door and the passenger door, which if I press that, keys are in my pocket. Oh, sorry, that's because I didn't shut this door properly. Keys are in my pocket. The car's gonna lock if I press that, and if I press it one more time, the car's gonna open. Now, if you wanted to jump in with me, I can show you all the features inside the vehicle. Just on the door here, we have our mirror controls, which is left and right, and then you control just by this dial here. You have your automatic windows for all four, as well as your central locking and your window lock as well. So if I press this button and try and wind down one of the windows, they're not going to go down. Just here, you do have your fuel cap opener, and then to open the bonnet, as well as your manual seat controls, which this one is to pump yourself up and down. This controls the back, and then the bar underneath the bottom, you can slide yourself forward and back. Just up here, you do have a few controls. This one's your traction control. This is your lane departure warning, and this one is your frontal collision mitigation. So what this does is if the car senses that you aren't slowing down, the car will actually detect that and slow yourself down. It may not come to a complete stop, but it will minimize any damages. And you can set that to 3 settings, which is near, middle, and far. Now, moving on from here, we're going to get into the steering wheel controls. On the right-hand side here, we do have our indicators and lights. If I flick my lights down once, they turn on to automatic, and then the button on the end here, if I press that once, now I have automatic high beams on as well. Again, indicators are on the right, pretty standard. And on the left here, we do have our washers and wipers, which will always be set to automatic. It just makes life so much easier. And on the very end here, if I twist this, my rear wiper will turn on, just in case if I ever need to get the vision in the back. Just in front of that, you do have your paddle shifters, which to change gears on the left is to turn it down, and then to move up a gear, it's on the right here. If you do ever accidentally press this while driving, you just hold this and it turns off. Moving on to the controls on the steering wheel, we do have our cruise control, which is this button on the left here. You press that once and flick this down to set it, and then your cruise control will be set. And then your speed limiter, which is this on the right, which if you don't know what the speed limiter does, if you set it to 60, the car won't allow you to go above 60. And just makes it safe, make sure you're not speeding, and just a little bit more security while driving. And then to cancel, you just press the cancel button there. Now you also have your phone controls over here, which is to hang up calls, to pick up calls, and to talk to Siri or the car's inbuilt voice recognition if it's connected via Bluetooth or your wired Apple CarPlay or wired Android Auto. Up here you have your volume controls to skip songs or station, and then mode, which if you press this, it's going to change the station that you're on. Now up here you have your parking sensor. So if I turn this off, or on, sorry, you'll see it highlights orange, and then the rear sensors in the back will turn on, and this way when you are trying to park, it's going to beep at you. Now, if you ever need to move the steering wheel, you just flick this little bar down, and you can move it up, back, or forward, and then you just flick that bar up just one more time. Now, to start and stop the engine, it's just this button on the just above your parking sensor up here. And all you have to do is hold your foot on the brake and press that button and the car starts. Moving on to your screen here, you do have your home setting, which will show you all these, your media, which will be your music, phone settings, which when you do have a phone connected, you can go through your contacts, make calls, and listen to music. And settings here, you have your volume controls and everything to do that you might need. This one on the right here will change your station, and this one on the left will change your volume. Now, moving further down, you do have your hazards, and then your climate control. Over here, you do have your fan speed, your temperature, your front and rear demisters. To turn it off, it's just this off button here. And then to turn it on, all you have to do is just press the AC button. And then your mode changes where the air comes out from. And then this button right here recycles the air. Now, we're going to turn that off for the time being. Eco mode, is when you'll use it for your long driving, and it'll reduce the car's power, but just gives you a bit more fuel range as well. Your transmission, your electronic parking brake, and then auto hold. Every time you come to a stop, if this button is turned on, your electric handbrake will turn on, and when you accelerate, that will turn off automatically. Just here you have 2 cup holders, and just in here you have quite deep storage space, as well as a nice little holder here for any change or sunglasses, anything that you do need. Now, moving just up here, you have your cabin lights, which are just here. You can also turn on your lights or off, and then if you have it in the middle, every time I open up my door, those lights will turn on. Now, before I finish off this video, I'm just going to mention all the colors that this car comes in, which is your white, white diamond, red diamond, lightning blue, sterling silver, titanium, which is this color that you see here, and also black. As well as the Eclipse Cross, you can also get a wide range of accessories for it, including the most popular ones being a Eclipse Cross badge, which sits at the bonnet of the car, your weather shields, and also your floor mats, which can either be carpet or rubber, just depending on what your preference would be. Now, as well as that, if you are looking to purchase a car, we do have 2 business managers, Kevin and Julie, who can help you with your internal finance. They work with a wide variety of banks to try and get you the best interest rate and find the bank that's best suited for you. If you did want to come and visit us, we are located at 20 to 32 Kangan Drive, and thank you so much for watching.